So your ex texted you, how exciting. You thought, oh my God, it worked. It's happening. And then they disappeared again. What happened? Today we're talking about why you can manifest angel numbers, signs, that random $20, even that initial text from your ex or a period of contact even, but you can't seem to manifest them staying. And more importantly, what's actually going on beneath the surface that no one in this space is actually talking about. I will explain what's happening in 3 points. And the last one is what all of us have been avoiding, and nobody mentions it in their content on YouTube. I'm giving you a real and tangible solution here. Most of my clients have to pay to hear. So grab your favorite hot or cold beverage and let's get started. Hi, I'm Marta and welcome to my channel. To work with me or get some of my free resources, visit the description box below. So people will tell you that your manifestations come to you when you don't want them anymore, when you're detached, but nobody will actually tell you how to get there, to that state of detachment, and I will share that with you later also. So look, I get it. You've been doing the work, you've been doing affirming and visualizing, living in the end, and you thought that this will fulfill you and then you will naturally detach. That's what others told you to do. You manifested that first text from them and you were so sure that that was it. Your manifestation was here, and then they pull away again and you're left wondering what you did wrong. Like, I can manifest coffee, I can manifest parking spaces. Why can't I manifest this? And none of this is your fault, and it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. I found out about manifestation because I wanted my SP, but this manifestation community had me fooled. I wasted a lot of time focusing on the wrong thing, and it felt terrible. But now I see also that was part of the process for me as well. So you're doing everything right, I promise you. If you've ever felt like you're amazing at manifesting the small stuff, but the big stuff keeps slipping through your fingers, then leave a comment and share it with others, because I think it's good to talk about this. You're not alone in this. I also have a video about this topic specifically, so you can watch it right here. So here is what's actually happening. Everyone is you pushed out doesn't mean what you think or what you've been told. We are told that everyone is you pushed out like people are some sort of puppets on strings. Like, if you just think the right thoughts and say the right affirmations, you can control someone else's behavior. But this is not what Neville Goddard actually meant. That's his expression. When he said that, it was conveniently misinterpreted and perpetuated as such. He meant that everyone and everything shows up according to the state and identity you occupy. But there are unlimited ways that this can be expressed. And everyone you pushed out is actually concerning how intuitively people sense your energy that has impact on how they show up, rather than you having the direct impact on their behavior as if they are puppets. Your energy is what others perceive even before you start talking. And that's what has impact on their role in your life, because your heart's electromagnetic field is much more powerful than the one of your brain. And I also have a specific video about this. It will be linked here. So if you're in the identity of being loved, chosen, and prioritized, yes, your ex could feel that and come back. But it could also mean that there will be someone else who can actually give you what you need to show up in that way for you instead. The universe doesn't care about how. It cares about matching your energy and providing you with the feeling that you're looking for, because it wants the best for you. And notice how I said the feeling, not the thing itself. Your ex has their own consciousness, their own history, their own baggage. You can't just steer them somewhere while your energy simultaneously is pushing them away. They are their own people with their own struggles, problems, conditioning, on their own path. And it's not up to you to change it or speed it up. The human self cannot decide that, cannot decide anything. So the point number 2 is that they came back, but your energy stinks. If your ex came back and things were good for a minute, but then they ran when things got too real or too close, or simply seemed like they lost their interest, here is the hard truth. First, they might not be ready. And honestly, maybe they will never be ready. And the second part is, more importantly, love doesn't feel safe for you yet. You have the inner beliefs and blocks, that what other people call the pain body, that signals to your nervous system that love does not equal safety. So when they get close, your nervous system starts to freak out. You might not consciously feel it, but your energy is broadcasted to them, to everyone. There is no such thing as no contact, because guess what? They also feel it. You have expectations, place high importance on them showing up in a certain way, or come up with some grand gesture. They can sense something is not right, because people are very intuitive. If they always felt on the edge with you before, coming back to the same triggering dynamic will just remind them of how exactly they don't want to feel. And they may not be able to put the finger on it, what's exactly wrong. It's just this gut feeling that they're getting, and off they go. So you're both dealing with your histories, the history with each other and with love itself. And that's a really difficult pattern to break, because it has to happen on both ends. It has to come to this synchronicity so that you are compatible again. And I also want to mention that if we are happy for some specific reason, it's actually quite dangerous, because you should always be happy for no reason. Because if you have a reason, it can be taken away from you. And that's why attaching so much to a specific person is very often so tragic in the outcomes. And I know that all of this hurts to hear. I've been there too. It's disappointing. I'm still disappointed. And maybe people who really need to hear this are not listening to this anymore because they went to another video that actually gives them hopium. But I want you to remember this one thing more than ever, that you are safe. You are always safe. And please continue watching, because we are about to get to the solution for all you're feeling, attaching to, and striving for. So point number 3 is that you've been bypassing the one technique that actually works. So here's the thing. You've been so focused on finding the perfect technique, the right words to say, the exact visualization experienced feelingly that will finally make them stay, that you've been spiritually bypassing yourself. We think that we are prioritizing ourselves, but it's further from the truth. We are still focused on the other person and on the outcome, on the external. You haven't been feeling your feelings. You've been white-knucking it, trying to control the outcome, treating this manifestation like it's the only way you'll ever be loved and happy. And that's a heavy burden to carry. Those are really high stakes. No wonder it feels frustrating and heavy. And the technique everyone is missing is total self-acceptance, which means actually feeling what you're feeling, what comes up, the fear, the grief, the anger, the desperation. All of it has place in your journey, not bypassing it with another affirmation or visualization, because we think that this is what will speed up the results. Because when you avoid what scares you most, you stay stuck. But when you let yourself explore it, feel it, and release it, that's when you expand your nervous system's capacity to actually receive and hold healthy love. Now, does this mean you can't manifest your ex back? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. All I'm saying is this. All you can do for your best chance is to remove the emotional blocks between you and feeling worthy of what you want. And when you do that, when you live your best life, open to receive and trusting in the path divine consciousness has carefully prepared for you specifically, you naturally attract what is for you. And here's the thing. If you're feeling resistance to my words right now, if you're thinking, oh, she's saying I won't get them back, my gosh. If it feels dangerous to you or threatening, then pause. Tune into that feeling you're experiencing right now. Use this as an opportunity to meet yourself exactly where you are. Approach yourself and your reactions with love, because that resistance and fear, that's the block we're talking about. That's what's keeping you stuck in the cycle. So here is something I know about manifesting for sure. It's surprising. It never happens when you're white-knucking it, checking your phone every 5 minutes, waiting for it. It catches you off guard when you've already moved on. So do you know how to tell when it's actually coming? When you don't check if it's coming, when you don't want it anymore. Not because you're forcing yourself not to want it, but because you genuinely don't need it to feel whole. you are already whole. The only sign you should be looking out for in manifestation as confirmation is this internal shift, the feeling of peace and alignment. And how do you get there? You remove the emotional blocks that create this sense of urgency within you. So forget the techniques, forget the doing for a while. Once you let go of these heavy emotions, that desperation, the I'll never be happy without this feeling, you lose that urgency. You stop thinking these external things will fulfill you, because they will not. And that's when everything shifts. And I know that this sounds simple, maybe even a little anticlimactic, but simple things does not mean it's easy. But this body is your manifesting tool. It's how you experience life. Your relationship with it, with this body, is the most important relationship in this human life. If blocks exist in it, it's blocking the flow of life, and you will continue struggling until you are brave enough to work on this relationship. Now, I want to be real with you. Knowing you need to feel your emotions is one thing, but actually knowing how to do this, which emotions are blocking what, how to move through them without drowning, how to expand the capacity safely, that's the deeper work. And that's a skill nobody teaches us. It's simply feeling what you're feeling, letting it come up, trusting yourself that if I'm feeling, it's going to be okay, meeting it with love and acceptance. You allow yourself to experience what shows up for you today, knowing it's a crucial part of your nervous system to understand that it's safe always. What I'm showing you today is just one part of the overall process I take people through inside my program. We go much deeper into the other steps so you can implement it seamlessly. But it all starts and ends with you. Not more acquired knowledge from different content, not more techniques, but your unwavering presence, this self-acceptance and deep understanding of who you are, the I am, having this experience here to expand and grow. Your body holds the wisdom that your mind is trying to bypass. So comment, I'm feeling it, if this is hitting home and you're ready to stop running from your emotions. Then I'll send you the link to my free workbook that helps you start this process of feeling, something we often postpone because, well, it's a bit uncomfortable, isn't it? So to get that skill that shows you how to receive it and keep that which you are calling in. No more excuses. So I know that all I've been saying here is maybe a hard pill to swallow to some of you. Most people aren't ready to hear this. They just want to get the technique that will bring their person back, but that's not how it works. When you feel, you heal. And when you heal, things become more possible for you. Not just for this one person, but with everything. You stop being scared to feel what's here, and you start living your life without fear and self-inhibition. You start knowing that all is well, always. You become magnetic, not because you're doing some perfect manifestation routine, but because you're genuinely happy with who you are, happy with it and happy without it in your life. That's when everything shifts. And that's when love that's actually lasts becomes yours forever. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that this video was helpful for you. But if you still have some questions or something to share with me, please let me know in the comments. Links to my weekly newsletter, Self-Love Letter, free resources and ways to work with me are in the description box below. To get my free masterclass on detachment and surrender, comment below free masterclass and I'll provide you with the link. These are the videos that YouTube think that you should watch next. And remember, you are brave, you're loved. Be kind to yourself. Bye now.